Hey everybody, GoBot here back today with a brand new post-game show for Madden 20 franchise with the Dallas Cowboys here in week 4 of season 3. The Cowboys got a big win, just absolutely blew out the Oakland Raiders 51-23, outpassed 26 first downs to their 12. Yes, we had 3 turnovers to their 2, but all in all, we just dominated this football game. Zeke, let's look at our Cowboys stats here. Dak out there, 342 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, sacked 9 times, which again is an issue we got to continue to work on and try to fix. He led the team in rushing the same amount of attempts as Zeke with 14 carries and 129 yards, 1 touchdown. Zeke had 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. Pollard 6 for 22. Cobb had 2 for 4. Receiving wise, Gallup and Cooper each with 8 catches, but 113 yards and a touchdown for Cooper. Gallup had 109. Cobb 3 for 48. Zeke 5 for 45. Jarwin 4 for 32 with a touchdown, and Barkley 2 for 10. Defensively, leading tackler for the Cowboys was Awuzie with 9 tackles. Wilkinson, though, my rookie defensive tackle, 8 tackles, 6 for a loss. Absolutely outstanding stuff. And right there, no sacks today. We couldn't get up there and disrupt them. No sacks. Byron Jones did have the lone interception for 13 yards for the Dallas Cowboys. But we get a big win there. The Eagles lost, which means we are now leading the NFC East yet again, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Oh, man. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't seen that many in a long freaking time. All right, let's go through these, see what's going on here. Breakout player. Making big plays, flying up. I got some pretty good passes thrown my way last week. For real, someone's going to slow me down. Okay, so get Cooper 4+ TDs or 200 yards rushing or receiving. Good Lord. Against the Chargers, he wants 4+ TDs and over 200 yards. Man, good Lord, that's ridiculous. I don't know if we can do that, my man. I don't know if we can do that. Gibson, what do you think, man? Gibson, hold the Chargers defense to less than 250 total yards or get Gilbert Simpson 1 INT, forced fumble, tackle for loss or sack. Okay, we'll see about that too. Good Lord. Coach, okay, Awuzie, yeah, what about him? Okay. Hold the Chargers, okay, so same type of deal. They've added this. This is new stuff that I haven't really seen very much. Handle Bosa. Well, we're just going to try to commit to slowing down Bosa and not let him do what he's going to do. Of course, we take a ton of sacks, so we need to give up 2 or less sacks. If we can do that, y'all, we're going to win this football game. Easy. If we can leave that many sacks off the stat sheet. Slow down Melvin Gordon III, for sure. Slow him down. Yes, sir. Okay. Now we have a big injury decision with Leighton Vander Esch. He's got a high chance of... No, I'm starting to back up. Sorry, Vander Esch. You're going to sit one more week. Get ready for that Saints game. We have 3 players ready to negotiate. Can we get any of these guys right now? We may have to bring... Let's try to get Gallup if we can. Nope, we don't have the money for him. Man, we're going to have to trade some dudes away if we want to re-sign any of these guys because we got Vander Esch, which we needed for defensive stability, but we're going to have to let go a ton of offensive pieces. Look, you're losing 1 backup running back, a fullback, receiver, 2 outside linebackers, another receiver. So 4 receivers will be lost to this if we can't get anybody signed. So we're going to have to trade some pieces away and tighten up that money situation. We'll work on that some other time. But let's go ahead and look at scouting. Scouting wise, if receivers are going to be an issue for us, we're going to have to go shopping for receivers. So Denard Moss, early 2nd rounder, 3rd rounder. That's not. See, I don't like seeing these things, man. Okay, 3rd round. Okay, 1st round. Ooh, he's a slot. Add him to my draft board. I'm all about those steals. That's not good. Any other late round picks, steals? Possible 3rd round, deep round talent. Okay, we'll do that. All right, well, got to definitely get ready for receiver rebounds because right now we're in a spot where we're going to be losing a lot of depth offensively, which is bound to happen eventually because we re-signed so many of our key studs. We're going to be losing some of these other guys because all these rookie contracts are now turned into big contracts, and when that happens, your cap space turns into a nightmare, and that's what the Cowboys are dealing with at this moment. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's look at the standings in the NFL right now. The top teams, of course, we've got some undefeated still here. The Broncos, Bears, Bengals, and Cardinals, all undefeated. Let's go division by division. The Bengals at 4-0, leading their division by 2 games over the Ravens. Colts at 3-1, leading one game over the Jaguars, Texans, and Titans. The Bills at 3-1, leading over the Jets. The Broncos at 3-0, half game over the Chiefs at 3-1. The NFC North is led by the 4-0 Bears. Then you have the Packers, Lions, and Vikings trailing on behind. The Saints are tied atop with the Falcons at 3-1. And the NFC East led now by the Dallas Cowboys at 3-1. Again, still the best defense points against right now with 86. I'm not sure where that puts us in the NFL. We're going to have to look at that. The West is led by the 2-0-1 Cardinals. And that's where we're at right now in the NFL. So let's go look at the stats real quick. Stat-wise, Dak is first in passing now with over 1,200 yards passing. Only 5 touchdowns, puts him at 23rd. He's also first in rushing. Well, how about that, man? He's first in rushing and passing. We'll take that. Cooper, first in touchdowns receiving and third in receiving yards and receptions on the year. Let's go look at the rest of this squad. So, again, 5 touchdowns, 8 picks. Not very happy about that. Been sacked 32 times. Ridiculous. Cooper, or Dak right now, 371 yards rushing. Zeke now at 283. Let's go look now throughout the NFL and see who's all where they need to be. Again, Dak, top passer out there now over Patrick Mahomes. Do we have the most attempts in the NFL? No, we're in the top 3, though. Okay. Top touchdown man in the league is still Josh Allen with 13 touchdowns, 1 pick. Brissett, 12-0. Matt Ryan, 10-0. I love those numbers. That's fantastic. We're still the top pick thrower in the league. Yay, we have 8 picks thrown this year. Oh, boy. That's not good. Let's look at the trend here. So the trend for him, if you want to look at it here, you see since we took over, which is 2019 right here, our first year with him, we had 26 touchdowns and 16 picks. Okay. Then the next year, year 2, 23 touchdowns, 18 picks. So we're on a trend right now where we're probably going to be matching somewhere in between those numbers. But hopefully we can turn it around and we'll be okay. Because I really would like to have less than 10 interceptions on the year. That doesn't seem like it's going to be a thing. Eesh, not very good. Okay, rushing-wise, again, 371 yards. That leads the NFL. Zeke is now in the top 10 right there. You see down there at the bottom of that board. So we have 2 of the top rushers in the NFL doing their thing. Top touchdown man in the league is still Markel Sims with 7 touchdowns rushing. Then you got Thompson, Madison, Geis, and then Walton Jr. and Ezekiel Elliott. Top receivers in the league right now is Hilton with 470 yards, and then Cooper down there at third with 383 yards. He's tied atop the NFL right now with Hilton, Cooper, Anderson, and Doxson, all of 4 touchdowns receiving at this point on the season. Who is the long this year? 90 yards, Sammy Watkins touchdown. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, defensively, top tackler is still Jalen Smith with 42 tackles, 7 tackles for a loss, which is actually Oliver Wilkinson now at 10 after he got 6 in that game. Is now the top of the NFL on that list. Top sack man out there is Fletcher Cox with 7.5. Lawrence is now third at 6. Now they're at the third. Multiple guys have 2 picks this season, which is not too shabby all around. But let's go ahead now. Let's look at the team stats. The Cowboys are first in offensive yards, which is fantastic. We are 7th in defensive yards allowed, which is not too bad being a top 10 defense there. 3rd in offensive points scored this season, which is good. And we're 13th in points allowed in the NFL at this point. So overall, I'm not too upset with all those numbers. I think that's really pretty dang good for us. Let's see how good this team is. Looking at the 2-2 Chargers, they are 81 overall. So this should be a pretty good game. A formidable team there in the Chargers. Let's get ready for them coming up, though, in the next video, which I'll have coming in the coming days. But thank you all so much for tuning in here today for another Madden 20 post-game show for the Madden 20 Dallas Cowboy franchise. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button, comment down below with your feedback, and hit that notification bell so you know when I go live with any and all content. And feel free to subscribe if you haven't already done so. But thanks you all so much for tuning in here today for another episode. Y'all have an outstanding day, and I'll see you all back here in the next video. Y'all take it easy.